everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Grace, and it has been a hot minute since I've posted, and I'm so sorry, but I've just kind of fallen off the bandwagon, but here I am. And in today's video, I wanted to do a book review on quite a few books, actually. I've read a lot of books. So let's just jump into the video and get started. So the first book that I want to talk about is called Watching You by Lisa Jewell. And basically it is just about, like a murder casual, right? And so it's just about it is 3 different stories, and they kind of combine. It's all relative though, so they combine into one story and everything's relevant and ties it together. And a lot of it you just wouldn't expect to happen, and I don't want to give away too much, but a woman ends up getting murdered and we're all trying to figure out what happens, and it's genuinely it's a thriller, it's tricky, it's unexpected. I loved every second of it. And the next book is called The Perfect Ruin by Shanora Williams. Oh my gosh, guys, this is my favorite book. Literally my favorite book ever. It is so intense, and it is so good, and it is so vengeful, and you just want to not put the book down. And I literally read it in a day and a half. It is so good. It's about a woman who ruins another woman's life, and she seeks out to ruin her life back, and there's just so many things that happen, and there's a huge plot twist at the end that I cannot give away, but oh my gosh, it is probably the most amazing book. Next is You'd Be Home by Now, or You'd Be Home Now by Kathleen Glasgow. She's one of my favorite authors, and basically it's just about a girl who has a brother who has drug addiction, and it's about addiction, and it's pretty sad, and it's a little dark, but I really liked it, and I think that it can be relatable, and kind of trying to figure out your way around life and growing up and things like that, and I really liked it, and I think it'd be really good to read. And the next book is The Secret Next Door by Rebecca Taylor, and it's basically just about a family, and it's also about a murder. So it's about a murder and just about a family living in a richer community, and kind of navigating their way around and getting to know people, and also about the murder and things like that. So it was really, really good. And the plot twist of who actually killed the son is absolutely insane. It is so good. And next is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And I know this is a really popular book. I know Vivian Audi read this book. Love her. And Claudia Salewski is the YouTuber that got me to read this book. So shout out to her. And this book is just about Evelyn Hugo. It's about her story, the 7 husbands she's had, everything like that. Super, super good. It was a page turner. It was a longer book and very small font, but it was still a really, really good book. And the next book I read, Diary of an Oxygen Thief. Now this guy, whoever freaking wrote this, the main character was just an ass. He was just the worst person ever. So arrogant and just so arbitrary. Everything about him, I'm just bro, what are you doing? I read this in a day though. It's so short. But yeah, not too much to talk about that book. It's just, you just have to read it for yourself and kind of figure out if you like the main character, because I don't think he was very likable. And the next book is Girl in Pieces by Kathleen Glasgow. Now this was one of my favorite books. This is definitely in my top 3. It was very, very dark, very, very dark. It has a lot of mental health issues, and which can be, I feel some people might not be able to sit through that because it is very dark, but I personally loved it. I think that, her story, and it's very motivational. If you're going through a tough time, that you can get out just like she did. So I definitely recommend that book. Next is The Alchemist, a classic by Paulo, I can't even say his last name, Coelho? You can correct me if I'm wrong. This was just, about what is it? He was a shepherd. That's the word. Thank you. He was a shepherd, and it was just talking about his story, and I think it was super good and super, I had nothing bad to say about it. Like, I know some people don't like it, some people do, but I genuinely liked it. I read it in 2 days, and I think that it was a really good storyline and just talked about the boy's journey through life, and I had nothing bad to say about it. Next book is Emily Ratajkowski's My Body. I read this, like I said, in probably a day and a half. It was really, really good. I'm super proud of her for, talking about the modeling industry and her struggles and everything like that, and I really liked it, and I think that it's really important to kind of understand different perspectives and, like, how things are. So I definitely recommend that one. Next book is Keeping Lucy by T. Greenwood. I thought this was so cute. Like, the book was, it just was about a mother's love and the lengths she would go to protect her children, and it was just amazing, and I highly, highly recommend this book as well. I think that it's really good to understand, about the, when you put a child up for adoption or put them in the, they put her in a home because she had Down syndrome, and this was based in the 70s, so times were different back then, but it was also super good. I highly, highly recommend this book. And then the next book is Then She Was Gone. Okay, honestly, the kidnapper, I'm not going to say who, but the kidnapper genuinely pissed me off. It was a she, but it's pretty obvious, once you start reading it, but she was genuinely crazy. And I just was you just get so angry when you read it, because it's just it could have been prevented, I think, but I don't know. It's a pretty good book, though. Next book is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I really liked this book. I think it was really cute. It was about the famous Riva siblings and their dad, and how he was just kind of an ass and not a very good father to them, but it just talked about a bunch of different things, and I think it was a really good book, and it's definitely worth reading. And the next book is Calm the F Down by Sarah Knight, and this is just a self-help book. My best friend bought it for me for Christmas, and I really liked it. It just kind of gives you tools to calm down and kind of see things differently, and I think it's definitely worth reading. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and comment down below any books that I should read, and I think that we should start a little book club here, and I'm posting some other reviews on TikTok, so definitely follow me on TikTok. Go check that out. Follow me on Instagram, and subscribe if you're not already, and like this video so I know to post more. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!